pipeline? It's that same company putting a pipeline through here. Trying to stop the Bayou Bridge pipeline. We don't want to poison our water. I want the right to say no to a company that continuously spills and destroys our wetlands. There's just so much wrong with this pipeline, I can't even imagine why anyone is entertaining it. My name is Sheree Foytland. I live in Rayne, Louisiana, and I guess I'm a pipeline fighter for now. I've been arrested for doing environmental activism at least 7 times, and a couple times on accident. I hear people say all the time, you know, well, it doesn't matter, you're not going to be able to stop it. But damn it, at some point in your life, you got to try. You got to make that stand, because if you don't, you already lost. We saw what they did with Standing Rock. When it comes to this point where enough is enough, and I can't think of another company that deserves to have their social license removed to do business in this country than Energy Transfer Partners. And if you see people stand up like we saw at Standing Rock, that courage, that level of courage, it's like an injection into you. Like, you know, it makes you want to stand up and be courageous too. L'eau est la vie, which means water is life, is a prayer and resistance camp. It's a floating camp, so we'll be out in the swamps of Louisiana. The idea is that to be able to move the camp where it needs to be, both for protection, but two, if necessary, get on that line and get in the way. People have hunted, lived, survived in these swamps for thousands of years. And the reason they've been able to do that is because there's cover. But with all the pipelines going through and the spoil banks that they make, and what it allows for is the salt water that's in the Gulf to come up through those canals, and it kills the root systems of the wetlands itself. Without the root system to hold the land in place, when the sediment comes down from the Mississippi River, it just pushes that all out into the Gulf of Mexico. Whatever that is that was put into place naturally to protect us is leaving, it's gone. Small storms are now becoming bigger deals because they're flooding in places they never flooded before. So when those winds come in, there's nothing there to slow them down. We've had 1 500-year flood and 8 100-year floods in the last 2 years. I think it's time to stop calling them 100 and 500-year floods and start calling them the new norm. I'm against spending my life going down and getting sandbags to put against my doors, or my children being afraid every time that it rains because there's no wetlands left to soak up that water. That's what I'm against. I'm trying to protect myself. So l'eau est la vie is just one tiny camp in a world of dysfunction that's just trying to find a better way. We have crawfishers that are fighting, we have indigenous communities that are fighting, and we have environmental justice communities. This is the largest and most diverse group of people I have ever seen come together in Louisiana. Something has shifted and changed.
When you wake up today, you might smell one thing, you wake up tomorrow, it might be something else. You don't know really what you're smelling, what you're breathing. So we're already infected by the plants. The Bayou Bridge pipeline will bring more problems to us. My thing is, if you want this community, buy everybody out of it and then you can put what you want in it. But right now, you're putting it and you're killing us. We're just sick of being sick. And I'm just tired of being tired. And I will fight until this here give us what we need.
Well, that's the thing about the Bayou Bridge pipeline is it goes through a number of environmental justice communities. That community in particular has my heart because they have so many people there that have had cancers or asthma. So we're trying to support that community in whatever way that we can.
I lost my dad and my sister in the last 2 years. I'm a surviving cancer patient, and I don't want my great-grandchildren to come up with any of this chemical fight. So I'm going to fight. This is our dirt, and we're going to keep it.
And so when we knew this other pipeline was going to come in, we wanted to talk with folks all up and down that pipeline route and say, is this what you want? Is this what we want for ourselves? And we found people all on the route that said no. And then we wanted to work together to try to stop the pipeline. Yeah.
We surrounded by tanks, been all our life. We've never got compensated for none of this. It's not fair. We like nobody, understand? And it's almost like beating a dead horse around here. Yeah. Nothing ever gets done about nothing. We just talk.
Well, that's why.
Look, you know why? Because, wait, brother, listen. We're fighting a fight here in St. James, and we're fighting a fight in Rayne, Louisiana, and we're fighting a fight in Lake Charles. And that's what's got to change is all those groups have to get together up and down the line and fight for each other. I'm trying to come to you, and I'm trying to say, I want to fight for you. They keep running over us because we're poor, because we're brown and we're black, and that's why they do is they get away with it. But you know what? Like, their day comes, and their day is coming now. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm all for it. I'm all with you. I'm all behind you.
Let's do it.
You know I got a big mouth.
To hear those stories and to see the disrespect that these companies have for them, like, that's what environmental racism is. And if more people are standing up, it's because more and more people are being affected.
Climate justice is liberation for future generations. It's bad enough that my children have to wake up with floodwaters in their home. I will not allow this for my grandchildren. They may have the oil, for now they may have the power, but we bring the light. Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back!